Hello, this is Renee Kent Miller with the Augmentation of Man, and we are here today to talk about what the heck is going on.
Yeah, I'm sure that you've thought about this and you want to get some answers. You know what's the events that are happening, and we're going to try to explain a little bit of why things are happening. And what we've come to, we're going to start out with we've been in perpetual perceptual learning cycle for thousands of years. And now we must come to a level that we must realize where we've been, and we've got to prepare ourselves to go to a new cycle. So,
which is a higher cycle.
Which is a higher cycle, yeah. So we must also return to the self, the whole reasoning of the self and the planet.
So everything is a spiritual journey, right? So even everything that's playing out in the events of the world is all about our spiritual journey. And the whole reason why we're here is the learning. And so we've kind of gotten away from that. We've gotten away from the whole reason why we're here. And this past learning cycle is ending, and a new and higher learning cycle is right around the corner. And we're in this period of transition right now, which is known as the transformation.
But we've been involved in the material world for ourselves and physical pleasures, and unfortunately we've passed these on to the kids, which is called the millennial age. And now we're wondering, well, why are they acting the way they are? But we have pushed them to this point. We've given them everything. We've protected everything about them. They learned nothing. So now they are acting normally in their view. And we're saying, why are they doing this? We set that up.
But our generation also has been the pleasure-seeking generation. Well, we've had a lot of wealth in the United States.
But we've become very self-centered.
Yes, we have. We've become very self-centered, and we're always searching for something to entertain us, something to please us, something that's fun.
It's all emotional.
And it's gotten away from our true path. And so there's a culmination of events that are happening right now. And much of it goes back to decision-making of the past and the energy pathways we have set forward at a previous time that are all culminating at the same time right now. And it's creating a lot of chaos because it's not aligned to the purpose of being here, but it's also not aligned to being the good stewards of the earth.
Well, we've fallen into redundant patterns of the same thing. Well, if it's good in the 1940s or 50s, we'll repeat that same pattern. And that's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to learn from the patterns that we've already experienced. And we're not learning from them.
And once we've learned them, we need to go to a new and higher level.
Go forward, yeah. And so
a lot of that too is just sitting in front of the boob tube all day, right? And
but you do
this does not help our spiritual growth.
You're trying to get information, not from just one channel, from many channels. If you sit in front of the book, you're trying to increase the amount of information you have so you can make correct decisions.
Well, but we have to assess
on the computer or whatever.
Right. We have to assess all the behaviors that we're doing that result in repetitiveness and move away from that and do something new each day. And when we do that, when we are intentionally going out and doing something new, there's always something very serendipitous that comes out of it. And it's just kind of leaves you awestruck. So we would encourage you to break away from old patterns and go out and do something completely new, learn something new.
Not right this minute because of the coronavirus. But we have to turn back not to religion, but to God, the Creator. And you can do this without going to particular type of religion or church. You can study on your own with some, possibly when it comes, coronavirus settles down, with some friends, but you can study on your own. And what you want to do is open your mind to the Creator and what the Creator represents. So
this is a period of transformation. We are between two cycles, and it is also a period of correction.
Yeah, misinterpretations is flowing everywhere.
And so we have,
call it misinformation.
There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of agendas and control of our consciousness, where there's a lot of propagation of information that is not entirely truth. And so it's a period of time when, through all of these events that are going to be playing out, that the truth is going to come out, and it may be, some of that truth may be pretty shocking to us.
Yeah, and it's hard to find the truth because you look at 3 or 4 different, if you view different channels, including the internet stuff, and it seems like you got 3 or 4 truths. So you need
and it's up to us to discover what the real truth is. And it takes an open mind.
Yeah.
We've got to be neutral. And so take off those glasses of polarity and put on the clear lens.
The redundant behavior. You have to get rid of the redundant behavior.
Yeah. And move into new ways of doing things, collecting your information, how we look at the world. All of that has to change.
Well, in order to maneuver through these difficult periods right now, you have to look at things differently. You have to get out of the box that you've been in for most of your life and start looking at things from a different point of view.
The other thing is that we're very polarized right now. We're very divided. And so the other object to this period of time is overcoming that division and bringing back unification and working together to bring back those things that are good for all of humanity.
Well, to accomplish what we need to accomplish as far as humanity is concerned, we need to be unified in a particular cause, such as the war against the coronavirus that is out there. That's the beginning of unity, if we can get together on that, because unity can accomplish just about anything that humanity can come up against.
When we're unified in our goal, but also another lesson we've had is we can all agree on the same goal, but a lot of times we get hung up with the process of getting there. So we also, in order to accomplish that goal, we need to be all on the same page with the process of getting there. So if you all want the same end goal, but then everybody's got a different point of view of how to accomplish that, then you are no longer united. And so you have to come together at some point and say, okay, let's work together. Let's choose this pathway for accomplishing this.
Let's make a decision together.
And everybody get on board. And so this is also a period of time where there is so much happening and so much chaos. And as we can see, just from the effect of the coronavirus pandemic, people being laid off temporarily, losing their jobs, their income, at least for a period of time. Things are shut down. This eventually is going to lead to a real collapse of the economic system. But when you see these systems collapsing, then
it's the old paradigm.
It's closing the door on the old paradigm to open the door on the new one. And so it's not necessarily a bad thing. It is, it causes us a lot of stress because of the unknown.
Because of the redundancy, we're used to redundancy. We're used to living in the past instead of looking forward.
Yeah, we like to cling on to old ways of doing things.
Yes.
And it's hard sometimes to imagine something new, especially a new way of doing something, a new economic system, or a new way of an educational system, or new ways of government. So all of that brings stress.
Yeah, so with this, our behavior has to change. The earth is rebalancing, trying to rebalance itself. So a lot of changes are going to become from that rebalancing. That'd be earthquakes, volcanic activity, etc., over a period of time. And we have to accept this as a natural condition of this planet. And we have to try to rebalance ourselves at the same time.
That's right. So another part of all of this chaos is it's wearing us down. It's breaking down the need of the physical self to be in control. And it's making way for our capitulation to the universal code of conduct, which is aligned to the learning, and allow the higher self to take control
over the physical self, if we can allow a higher self.
So how do we allow that to happen? And for us, it has been the use of meditation. So we highly encourage that, where you sit in a comfortable spot. You don't have to be in a lotus position, but just sit in a recliner or something comfortable and try and clear the mind, which is going to be difficult right now, but it's a good practice.
So if you don't even get a hold of your higher self, it can at least relax you and help you to overcome anxiety of what's happening now and be able to open your points of view on what's going on.
And lowers the blood pressure.
Yeah.
But what you want to do is to hear the higher self, and this takes time. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, but to listen to that inner voice.
Yeah, our behavior must change. If most of you want peace and unity, then you have to change the behavior.
So this is a very tumultuous period of time. You do need to brace yourself for it. This coronavirus outbreak is only the beginning of it. We're going to have a lot of events, and there's going to be more viruses that are widespread, that are even more virulent than the current one. And so once we get through this, get yourself stocked up with food and supplies. Get yourself stocked up with masks and your hand gel and things like that.
Whatever you can get, like pine. If you want disinfectant, you can Clark's or Pine Sol. Those are both disinfectants.
Or bleach. Add a little bit of bleach to water.
Different things you can use if you can't find the gel, etc.
I'm encouraged to be very observant of the field around us.
Yes, that's really important.
And to take everything in as if it is a lesson. Why is this the way that it is? Watch everything that is going on. All events are meant for our learning. And so to just reject it outright is rejecting the lesson. So we need to open our mind up, wear our clear glasses so that we can see the entire picture and to be able to analyze it as if you're in a classroom, not with pointing the finger, not with criticism, but how would we do it differently in the next cycle?
Yeah, well, the world must unite, because we are going to enter, whether we like it or not, we're going to enter a new world cycle, not a new world order.
Although,
that's not what I'm talking about.
That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, a new world cycle. And the natives will tell you this. And so we have to prepare to enter this this new cycle of learning
with unity.
with unity. Yeah, whenever it will come at a disproportionate rate of chaos if we don't unite.
But humans as we are, we tend to unite when things get bad.
Yes, and
And
we got to
so
hold on to that.
this is kind of a part of the agenda, is that these tumultuous times are going to force us to unify, because that's the only way we're going to survive, is if we unify.
Yeah, and prepare yourself for extreme chaos or changes, disintegration of the many older systems that we relied on, government, economic status of where this particular, what each country is in, even the education system is going to have to change.
Everything has to change. So we have to let go of those things also in order to make way for a new and better way of doing things. So hang in there.
It will get better.
Eventually it will get better, but not before it gets worse.
Yeah, before the chaos, which we have to learn from.
We have to kind of go into survival mode for a while there, and you know,
and that's not a long period of time. Maybe
it's a lot
maybe
of
3 months, maybe 4 months.
It's a lot of change that we have to go through. It is not going to be easy. This is not going to be for the faint of heart. But you're going to have to be strong.
But Americans, they came through the Dust Bowl in the 30s, and they came through World War II, and these different events that has happened over time. The Spanish-American flu again got bigger because we didn't know how to wash our hands, etc. But these different events have happened here on Earth that humanity has come through and begin to learn. We have to learn from this also.
That's right. So on the other side, we have a lot to look forward to. A new unification, a new world, a new paradigm, lots of new inventions, lots of new medical technology coming through.
Yes.
Our own abilities will expand. So precognizance of events will start to happen at some point in the near future. And we will be moving gradually into learning about telepathic communication.
Right. And you will like the new paradigm. When we go in there, you will like it. It brings hope for humanity to join the universal system.
Yes, and so other entities in the future will be rejoining us as they did before in the past to bring forward this new information and new technology for us. So we have to kind of warm up to that idea too.
Yeah, so, and thanks for being with us.
Don't forget to check out the books, the Augmentation of Man series on Amazon, our website, verdience.com, and the Facebook, if you want to like us there, it's The Augmentation of Man with Kent and Renee Miller. And then subscribe to anchor.fm / The Augmentation of Man. Thank you for joining us.
Say hi to your neighbors. Don't be bashful, but keep your distance from them. But
we all have to work together.
Yeah, begin to know who lives around you.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll be unified in this goal of conquering the COVID-19. Thank you for joining us, and peace be with you on your journey to enlightenment. Take care now. Bye-bye.